Opinion: what Igbo should do after Dokpesi said IPOB's activities will hinder presidency from their region. Welcome to the news, and please listen to the end. According to reports we gathered from Sahara Reporters, the former chairman of Dia Communication PLC, Chief Raymond Dokpesi, had made a series of statements concerning the demand for an Igbo presidency and how secessionist agitation by indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, will affect such demand. According to Dokpesi, the activities of IPOB and its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will hinder an Igbo presidency because given the influence of IPOB has amassed, an Igbo president may be pressured by Nnamdi Kanu to declare an independent, Biafran nation. For this reason, other regions are skeptical about supporting an Igbo presidency in 2023. In his words, he said, "Thus, I have publicly supported calls for a southeastern presidential candidate in the recent past, but the emergence of IPOB and its influence across the southeast has complicated and undermined the agitation for patriotic Nigerians of Igbo extraction to lead this nation. If nobody has told Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the concern today from some region is that if Nnamdi Kanu plays the role of Agui-Irunsi in leading a militant revolt against constitutional government in the southeast under Igbo presidency, the president will be pressured by his base to facilitate the UN processes for the southeast to call for independence from Nigeria. Thus, an Igbo president may be compromised in protecting the political and geographic boundaries of Nigeria, while Nigeria remains under the threat of IPOB secessionist activities." Bearing this in mind, we have in this article highlighted what Igbo should do to clarify and as well nullify this statement. 1. All Igbo presidential candidates should sign an affidavit distancing themselves from agitations and support. From Biafra agitations and supports. As we may know, an affidavit is a legal and signed document wherein someone makes a sworn statement on a course of action. To dispel the fears of an Igbo president bowing to pressure to support a Biafran nation, all the 2023 presidential candidates who are of Igbo extraction should be made to sign a court affidavit distancing himself or themselves from engaging in such action in any possible way. In my opinion, this strategy will not only serve as a deterrent or check on the Igbo presidential candidates, but it will also help to build trust between the southeastern region, who is predominantly Igbos, and other regions of the country. Dokpesi is correct, with their unthinking expression of bigotry and abusive rhetoric courtesy of a madman. Oh my goodness. They fear more than their God. They are excluded from the presidency, pending after Kanu, the bloodthirsty terrorist died. Okay. This despicable statement is the infamous figment of Dokpesi's imagination. If Ndibo cannot be trusted and by that would not be given positions of authority in this country, the best that could happen is to grant them self-rule. Okay. They lack integrity to be on their own. In fact, they will constitute security threat to not only the neighboring West African countries, but the whole of Africa and the world at large. They are allergic to good reputation, as the Interpol record speaks volumes in terms of criminality. There's no tribe in the world that can compete with them. Oh my God. Dokpesi is avoiding EFCC hammer because they have discovered where he steals Nigerian money. He needs waivers. You hate Igbo and insult them, yet the military and police are fighting for them to remain in Nigeria. Are the leaders and haters of Igbo not confused? Why don't you allow them to go with their foolishness, as assumed in some quarters? And with all these comments emanating from different APC, supporters, will always make Igbo to feel that they are non-relevant in this country, as well as say the reason for the pursuit to separate from Nigeria as the only choice they have. Nigeria saw BH knowing that Buhari even backed them, yet he was elected. The Igbo presidency must be whether it will facilitate Biafra separation or rework the entire country for all to enjoy. Why would Igbo seeking the presidency sign an affidavit before allowed to contest? Is it not the double standards they have been complaining about and against and fighting against? In 2015, Boko Haram insurgency was almost at its peak, demanding for an emirate in Borno, killing and bombing, yet Muhammad Buhari, who Boko Haram nominated as a go-between the issue of signing affidavits, never came up. Can you see your sense of reasoning? Okay. You can sign for them because Nigeria belongs to you. Okay. Some people do not use their money to marry plenty women. Some people, oh my goodness, this is cracking me up. Some people have used their money to marry plenty women and became broke. They're now using the rest way to look for vice presidential position. We can dig out old files from our papa. We still remember how some people made their money. Oh my goodness. I do not think Igbos need your help or advice, Mr. Dokpesi. In fact, all Igbos should blacklist AIT and Ray Power. Put Dokpesi out of business. He has beaten more than he can chew. Okay. You have said it about that. You have said it about him. From owning AIT and Ray Power, you are politically irrelevant and you cannot even win senatorial election. Oh my goodness. Did Dokpesi also say that Boko Haram activities complicated the chances of the North getting the presidency? Or he did not think and still do not think that Boko Haram has the capacity to force a northern president to implement Boko Haram ideology? Or did OPC force Obasanjo to implement OPC ideology? Okay. Jonathan's policies were dictated by men in Niger Delta. Can anyone who loves Nigerian unity, I beg your pardon, say what the High Chief has just said? Your idea is a crazy one. Who are you to even suggest such ridiculous things for Igbo leaders to sign any affidavits? Oh my goodness, this is laughable.